What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Zero Designs. So today we are going to take the organizing your shop to a new level. I was over at my toolbox and I was looking for a drill bit. I couldn't find it. I started pulling stuff out and I realized, man, I got like 10 different sets of drill bits. I got all sorts of stuff. I got stuff that's still brand new in the package that I bought and just have never used. Just throw them in the toolbox because I seen them on sale, but then I forget because it's such a disorganized mess that I just kind of ignore it. So what we're going to do today is I want to build a drill bit cabinet. I seen somebody had one on Instagram and it looked like just the best way of doing it. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to focus on doing it for the drill bits, but I also want to make one I have a couple different kinds of Dremels and a bunch of different of these little Dremel kits. So I'm also going to make one for them, and then I'm thinking about making another one. It's probably going to be a lot smaller for my different router bits. So without further ado, guys, let's dive in. Alright guys, so now that the box is glued and I threw some tack nails in along the way just to help with the dry time, some of the ends need cleaned up where they stick out a little further, but for the most part this is where we're at. So what we're looking at here is this is going to stand up and we are going to put some, obviously they're going to be cut to the right size, but 2x4s in here. And then we're going to drill some holes and mount all of our drill bits in there. And it's going to sit just like this. All of our drill bits are going to be visible. We might put a case over the front of it. I might leave it fully exposed. I haven't decided yet. But this is where we're at now. So we're going to clean up some of these overlapping edges and we're going to get to putting in the shelves. Alright guys, so we have the router. I have a flush bit in there. We're going to clean up some of the overhang around the sides. I know I rushed the box portion of this build, but it's pretty simple. I'm not even sure I did it right. I didn't do any real joinery. I just glue and nails. I'm going to come back with some drywall screws. I'm going to paint the thing black anyways because everything in my garage is already black. So I don't really care about the quality of this as much as the use of it. When I do something in my wood shop, I do it out of scrap wood. It could be dirty. It could be, painted all over. I don't care. I'm building it so that I can get a use out of it rather than throwing it away or putting it in the burn pile. So the building of the box, it's however you want to do it. It doesn't matter. Whatever size, however you want to joint your ends or whatever. Maybe you do it a little cleaner and you don't have to use the router portion. Great. The part of the build that we're going to be focusing on is making the spot for the drill bits. That's all that this is. So I know I kind of blew through the beginning of this really fast, but it's going to be more of your traditional how to build video in about a couple minutes. So let's clean up these edges and let's start putting some shelves in here. Alright, so that's much better. What we need to do now is we need to figure out how we're going to go about laying out our drill bits inside here. So, again, originally I had wanted to do like an all-in-one, like section it out, like drill bits down here, Dremel up here, and like router up here. But I just have so much different stuff. I got paddle bits, I got drill bits, I got, all sorts of different stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this entire shelf right here all for drill bits. And we're going to make, maybe next week or later down the road, we'll do some other ones or whatever. But for now, just drill bits. So we're going to get all our drill bits over here. We're going to put them all in here. We're going to kind of lay it out and kind of map how we're going to do this. So I went over to the saw and I just ran, I had this like old 2x8 and I just cut it down to 1-inch strips. They fit in there real perfect. So this one's going to go all the way to the bottom. So then what we're going to do is, I know you guys are looking at it at kind of like an inverted angle, but we're basically just going to figure out how we're going to get all of this stuff to go in there like that. Obviously you don't want it up against the back. You want it kind of in the center of that board. That way you have the ability to pick it up and put it back in. So what I think is going to work best is we're going to find our center line, and then we're going to arrange our drill bits, biggest to smallest, and we're going to use the very bit itself, drill the hole, set it in. So we are going to get our center line found, and we're going to drill some holes. Alright guys, so we got our line made. Separated out the paddle bits from the regular drill bits. We're going to just start plugging some holes. Hopefully this one fits. It does. Got the new the heart set. We're not drilling all the way through. We're just drilling deep enough for it to be set in. I'm just going to do some eyeballing. I didn't want to drag the drill press out and do all that. If this was something a little more professionally done, it probably would have gotten done that way. Well, that was exciting. So now, if you guys can see, let me move this. I didn't do the sizing exactly perfect. I didn't really care that much. As long as I have a place to safely store all these and I know where they are when I need them, that's what I'm going for. So that's all I was after. Just like that, guys. Now you got all your drill bits on this. And what it's going to do is it's going to come in and it's going to sit in here like so. Just like that, guys. Now you have all your bits. Now we're going to come in a little ways up above it so you can get your bits out still. And we're going to go another row, and it's going to be all your paddles. Then you guys can, just keep going up and up and up. I will say this. Don't attach any of your shelves until the very end. Get all of your shelves or holders, shelves, brackets, whatever you want to call them. Get them all made and then kind of play around with them to see how you're going to want them on the inside. You don't want to make any permanent decisions until you're ready. See that little trick? That's a 3/4 inch piece of wood, 1.5 inch piece of wood. Measured each other off of that. So I made my line down the middle. So doing the paddle wheels are going to be a lot easier because the ends are all the same. So you just find the drill bit that's the closest to it and just run a bunch of holes. I'm actually going to do just the amount that I need, and then I can add more later. So. Alright guys, so I have all of the drill bits, a hole for them all drilled, and they're all in there, except for the one that's in the drill. So what we're going to do now is, I highly overestimated how much I had. So I think we are going to make this one hold probably all the like screw bits and stuff like that, as along with the drill bits. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is stand this up, and then I want to take some of my enclosed sets, and they're going to go down here like so. Obviously this one's going to have to get stood up, and I'll probably put a runner or something there. But basically what we're looking at here now is something like that, and the other one on top of this one. So let's play around with that a little bit, figure out how we're going to do it, and let's finish up. So finally, after all this time, I get to use my Empire level that they gave me for doing the Makers Never Forget challenge. So that's pretty awesome. Go ahead and set that bad boy up there. Alright guys, so there it is. I know the lighting's really bad, but you see right here I got some of my the brushes I use with the Shushugiban. I got my heart drill accessory kit. I got some extra drill bits here, and then I put in a little tray, very similar to one that I put on my miter saw station. And it's just to hold some extra pieces in there of like my countersink bit, the extra bearings and stuff you get. So I got some stuff like that thrown down in there. And then across the top, above that, I have all my drill bits. And then up top, I got my paddle bits and my Forstner bit. So I really like it, guys. It gets all the drill press, drill bit stuff out of my toolbox, which is essentially what we were going for. So I'm definitely going to do another one. I'm going to make a Dremel box. I actually want my Dremels to hang in it and have all the Dremel bits kind of similar to, like how these are here. So we're going to do that later down the road. I might not make it a video since we did this one. I know this was a quick, kind of rushed video, and for that I apologize, guys. But due to some unforeseen incidences, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably seen the news article that I had posted. That trucking company was the one I worked for, and as of right now, we don't know the extent of the fire damage. So I've been dealing with a lot of that today. So not 100% sure what's going to happen there. Maybe I will become a full-time woodworker. I don't know. I hope to find out tomorrow. So I wanted to get the rest of this video done for you guys. But I know it was kind of quick and a little sloppy. I didn't paint it and all that, but that's fine. I'll paint it, and you guys will see an updated version of it later down the road. So as always, guys, thank you for stopping by my shop. I'm Zach. Please hit the subscribe button here, and here's some other build videos I did. And hopefully I'll be seeing you guys next week. So later, get to work.